Have you ever wondered why Saudi Arabia appears to be building ostentatious and ludicrous buildings all the time? The architectural achievements of the monarchy often leave us in a state of amazement and confusion, ranging from soaring towers that reach the clouds to man-made islands fashioned like palm trees. However, beneath all the extravagance and magnificence comes a deeper purpose, the real ambitions behind this unrelenting pursuit of ambitious undertakings. Are you curious to know about it? Then let's get started. Saudi Arabia, whose finances are permanently tied to the wild swings of the world oil market, is taking a risky wager in the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula to avoid a major financial collapse. Its enormous petroleum reserves have supported the kingdom's economy and aspirations on the international scene for many years, making it the world's top oil exporter. Yet Saudi Arabia is at a turning point in its history as the globe moves away from fossil fuels and toward renewable energy sources. Due to its substantial reliance on oil earnings, the monarchy is subject to economic volatility and instability as a result of its vulnerability to market vagaries. The once reliable source of income for Saudi Arabia is now confronted with previously unheard of difficulties due to the frequent variations in oil prices. As a result, the monarchy has started a multi-pronged plan to diversify its economy, lessen its reliance on oil, and increase its capacity to withstand future shocks. Saudi Arabia is attempting to forge a new path towards prosperity from massive mega projects like Neom, a futuristic city planned on the Red Sea coast, to broad economic changes meant to draw in foreign investment and promote innovation. However, the kingdom's efforts are still questionable because of ingrained cultural norms, bureaucratic slowness, and persistent concerns about the viability of its objective. The future of Saudi Arabia is at stake as it negotiates the perilous waters of economic transition. Will the risks it takes to diversify its economy pay off, or will the winds of change carry it away? As Saudi Arabia faces the enormous task of safeguarding its future in a post-oil world, only time will tell. On the other hand, part of the futuristic Neom project, The Line, is a linear city whose plans were previously presented by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Line, a 170-kilometer-long city of tall mirror-like skyscrapers, is a planned one-building metropolis. Residents will have access to all city amenities and services in 5 minutes after utilizing a high-speed rail that takes 20 minutes to get between the city's two ends. The 34-square-kilometer line, which can accommodate 9 million people, will be situated close to the Red Sea. The projected linear city is longer than the Empire State Building, although it's only 200 meters wide, and its skyscrapers go up to 500 meters in height. This city will run entirely on renewable energy sources and won't have any streets, cars, or greenhouse gas emissions. The line is a component of the Neom project, which is a crucial component of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, which calls for the creation of an economic zone free of hydrocarbons using the newest urban development technology. By attracting foreign investment and multinational firms, Riyadh hopes to match the United Arab Emirates as Saudi Arabia's regional rival in terms of non-oil income generation. Since its inception in 2017, the Neom project has advanced rapidly despite criticism over its capacity to draw funding and worries regarding the project's short completion timeline. So what is Saudi Arabia going to do to be independent from oil? Do you have any idea? Saudi Arabia has been concentrating more of its efforts on a few major projects in an attempt to diversify its economy and lessen its reliance on oil. The country's promise to become carbon neutral by 2050, which calls for a large move toward renewable energy sources, is one important factor. This covers funding for wind and solar energy projects, as well as developments in desalination technology to deal with the problem of water scarcity. Additionally, Saudi Arabia is looking at agricultural potential with the goal of improving food security by utilizing cutting-edge farming techniques and technologies. Apart from prioritizing sustainability, Saudi Arabia is making efforts to establish itself as a central location for finance and logistics in the area. Apart from prioritizing sustainability, Saudi Arabia is making efforts to establish itself as a central location for finance and logistics in the area. Banking technology is advancing significantly in cities like Riyadh and Jeddah in an effort to modernize the banking industry and draw in investment. This covers the creation of fintech hubs, changes to regulation to allow financial innovation, and campaigns to support startups and entrepreneurship in the industry. With an eye toward long-term economic growth, job creation, and less reliance on oil price swings, Saudi Arabia is expanding its economy outside the oil industry and incorporating industries like renewable energy, agriculture, banking, and logistics. The kingdom's vision for a future economy that's more resilient and diversified is reflected in these efforts, which are in line with larger objectives of sustainability and economic transformation. The emphasis on science and technology is one significant component of this diversification endeavor. Saudi Arabia has declared its intention to invest in cutting-edge technologies, including flying cars and artificial intelligence. The monarchy is also working on large-scale initiatives such as the Saudi Genome Project, which intends to put the nation at the forefront of scientific innovation by advancing research in personalized medicine and genomics. What do you think about this? Urban development and infrastructure are major investment areas as well. Saudi Arabia intends to construct new housing communities to accommodate its expanding population and promote economic growth. In order to enhance environmental sustainability and the standard of living for locals, efforts are also underway to develop Riyadh into a new green capital. This project will integrate green spaces and sustainable design principles. Moreover, Saudi Arabia acknowledges the potential of tourism as an engine for economic expansion and employment generation. To draw visitors from all around the world, the kingdom is making investments in entertainment, accommodation, and infrastructure. This includes projects to improve the entire tourist experience and expedite the issuance of visas, in addition to the construction of entertainment centers, upscale resorts, and cultural sites. Through investments in research and technology, infrastructure development, and tourism, Saudi Arabia seeks to diversify its economy and build a more robust and dynamic economy that can maintain growth over the long term. The kingdom's goal for a diverse and wealthy future that goes beyond its customary reliance on oil money is reflected in these initiatives. Did you know that all of these development strategies are due to diversifying its economy to hedge against potential oil crashes? Saudi Arabia has long maintained an oil-funded state employment scheme in which nationals are frequently promised jobs in the public sector from birth. However, the Saudi government has started to implement changes to move away from this structure after realizing its shortcomings and the need for a more competitive and sustainable economy. Giving up the practice of giving Saudi nationals government positions automatically from birth is one of the most important reforms. Rather, there's a drive to boost entrepreneurship and increase involvement in the private sector, as well as to increase the effectiveness and productivity of the public sector. With this change, employment decisions will now be made more on the basis of merit, with candidates being chosen for positions on the basis of their credentials, abilities, and economic contributions rather than only their citizenship. Saudi Arabia hopes to generate chances for sustained economic growth, innovation, and job creation by reducing reliance on oil-subsidized government positions and promoting a more dynamic and diverse economy. The measures are consistent with the government's overarching objective of achieving economic metamorphosis and adaptability to worldwide economic obstacles such as possible fluctuations in the oil market. In order to attract investment, increase tourism, and promote innovation, the monarchy has also started large-scale infrastructure projects like Qiddiya, an entertainment mega project, and Neom, a futuristic city being built from scratch. Overall, Saudi Arabia's proactive approach to diversification and development reflects a strategic imperative to mitigate the risks associated with oil price volatility and ensure sustainable economic growth over the long term, even though oil will likely continue to play a significant role in the country's economy for some time to come. Do you really think all these developments will help raise Saudi Arabia like how oil helped them? And that's all about it. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like more updated news on cars, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon so you don't miss out on any video and get notifications on time. Don't hesitate to give suggestions for our videos. See you in the next one. Bye for now.